attenuated or it's attenuated in the corn. Well, that ever gets airborne. Remember Protogen back in 2000 was growing in Texas, open air HIV corn. Corn's the favorite. And then they engineer the corn to grow it inside the corn so they can extract it. Well, they're now doing that here. But that's not BT. BT is where they take a naturally occurring fungus or bacteria, it's both, they have two different types, based system. And they then produce corn that we eat. This is not pharmacological. It is pharmacological, but they don't advertise it as that. It's for corn chips, corn tortillas, fillers, cereals, you name it. Almost all GM corn is BT. And then you eat it, and it's got, on average, 1,000 times the deadly fungus. That at 1% out of 1,000 is enough to keep bugs from eating it, and it kills them. They soup it up to 1,000 times on average. That's the average increase. That corn is planted, and then you eat something with a natural pesticide in it at 1,000 times what you were supposed to eat. Now, do you think you're going to have some intestinal problems? I know in the last 5-6 years, probably, let's not exaggerate, 50 people I know or know well who are young, below the age of 40, mainly women who have gotten colon cancer. Everywhere I go, it's raise money for children with cancer. Kids 50 years ago didn't get cancer. Look it up. We are being murdered by weaponized food. So see, that's what signing on to this system does, and it's all hidden. Spy tech in your phone, spy tech in your smart kitchen, GMO tech in your corn. What does Gates admit he's coming out with? Vaccines in the food so you can't avoid them. Oh, thank you, you piece of garbage. Oh, you're an open eugenicist. Do you understand what they've done? And so, of course, you can have Rolling Stone make fun of me or Nightline. But you idiots that write at Rolling Stone and you people at Nightline, you're all going to end up having deformed kids too, or brain-damaged kids, or kids that get cancer at 10. I mean, why don't you wake up, people? You're not immune from all this. I'm right. I don't want to be right. I don't want this to happen anymore. Buckley Hammond put together with our crew this My Ebola piece, and I think it illustrates in a very sad but humorous way that Obama does own Ebola. The collectivists, their open borders, they're doing it on purpose. It's his Ebola. And here is the music video, My Ebola. Here it is. Buckley and McBrain actually worked on that. It was actually Itchy Richie and the Weird Dimensions that actually wrote that and put that out. It's even more powerful if you're a TV viewer, not just a radio listener. So in the next hour or so, we'll post it to the top of Infowars.com and PrisonPlanet.com, and we'll tweet it out at Real Alex Jones. And though I'm in Texas and a lot of you are in New York, we're facing very real danger. 1.4 million people set to get it by UN computer models. We have to illustrate that it is Obama's Ebola now that he's left the borders open, told the states not to quarantine, turned off all the defaults, criticized Australia and other countries for doing their job. It is now his Ebola, very serious situation, but illustrated by humor. In the video, music video, My Ebola, we show the little Obama character in the hazmat suit whispering in Obama's ear, whispering in the Texas judge's ear, in the Texas Commission's ear to say there's zero chance of it spreading and it's so safe. The Army's own reports, even the New York Times, admit that it's airborne basically for weeks now, they're saying, in cold weather. Actually, months. So it's not 3 feet, it's not 20 feet, it's months. And we said that it might be airborne in cold weather 2.5 months ago and were royally excoriated and demonized by dinosaur media, which our ratings only exploded, the visitors only exploded, the support only exploded. Please continue to attack me. Please continue to make stuff up about me. Please, you people aren't trusted or liked. Please continue to add to our credibility. Not just the fact that we were right, but that you're saying we're wrong and then you're proven wrong again. Thank you. Thank you. See, we're not trying to lie to people here like you do. We try to tell the truth. We try to get it right. When we're incorrect, we will correct it every time. And proudly do so, because I wish I was wrong about this Ebola. I wish I was wrong about this out-of-control government. I wish I was wrong about all of it. Believe me, I'm on a mission to try to dial this back, to try to have a future for my children. Not because I'm a hero. That's why don't call me and thank me. Everything I've got's because my forebears didn't lay down and didn't like to be pushed around. Everything we've got's because of inventors and people taking risk and building. I'm just admire a few years ago that space jump that NASA did, and they had private folks do it as well, from miles and miles and miles up in the air from space. Just the boldness of it to push the envelope. You can say what you want about Christopher Columbus. He did terrible things, but that was going on worldwide at his time. He was a creature of his day. Or Leif Erikson, or the folks that came across the Bering Strait land bridge, tens of thousands of years ago. This is what humanity is all about: trailblazing, expanding, inventing, teamwork, individualism. And that's why when you hear statements from Hillary that you didn't build your business and businesses don't hire people, you know who ends up destroying businesses? Socialist and communist governments. You know who centralizes businesses and hurts productivity and brings in tyranny and oppression? Fascism. You know what your own mentor, Carol Quigley at Georgetown, Hillary, said, and you read his book, he wrote about it in the late 60s, how great it was. His plan for world government as the historian for the Council on Foreign Relations and the Bilderberg Group, on record, was to bring in a worldwide totalitarian system. He said, as the historian of this group, I'm so proud of our plan, I want to publish it. And he said, we work with fascists, communists, socialists, dictators, as long as it's centralized. That's what we're going to create as a worldwide tyranny, because tyranny knows best. And that's what you are, a disingenuous, evil, swollen liar. When you watch that video, can we cue it back up, of her saying businesses don't create jobs?
Don't let anybody tell you that,
Look at her rubbing her hands together like a rat.
It's corporations and businesses that create jobs. You know, that old theory, trickle-down economics. That has been tried. That has failed.
You know, in life and in business, as you get older, you learn to go off your guts, your instincts, and what people have done in the past. And I look at Hillary. If she showed up at my office trying to sell me something, I'd say, get out of here, con artist. The body language is of a predator, an arrogant psychopath who doesn't care and is disconnected from reality. Like when she put Al-Qaeda over Libya and killed 50,000 people now, and she said, we came, we saw, he died. Well, even if you're killing people, you don't brag about it. And she was rubbing her hands together there. This is a really evil person. You can look at Hillary. Not just all her actions, not just all the things she's done. You can look at a peach with a bunch of worms coming out of it. It fell off the peach tree onto a cow patty and tell you don't want to pick that up and put it in your basket. I've actually been picking peaches out in the cow pasture before, been picking some up on the ground that fell, and it'd be like, a little secret about it is scorpions like to hunt around peaches on the ground. Out at my house, we got a peach orchard, or not an orchard, but it's like 15 trees, along with plums and stuff, and you'll go out there to get them, and there's just scorpions. Like, there'll be 20, I'll shoot a video of that for YouTube, it'll go viral. Just scorpions everywhere sitting around the peaches under the trees, but there'll also be cow patties and things. But the point is, you can judge a tree by its fruit because it falls off, it's got worms in it, but you can see a good piece of fruit and reach up and get it and say, oh, this tree has good fruit. The tree that Hillary basically symbolizes puts off ugly, stinking, poisonous fruit that's killed a bunch of people. Everything she does is a fraud. So now she's saying we got to control our borders, the Second Amendment's good, and they have news headlines like Democrats are asking Hillary if she really means it. Remember the foreign minister of Canada back in 2007? Canadians and people were worried about Obama and some of the things he was saying about NAFTA and GATT being bad for America. And the minister came out to the news and said, don't worry, Canadians, he is your savior too. He said it was all just politics. And of course, there were similar statements about Bush, where his political advisor said that as well. Hillary is up there saying that she's this big libertarian now. It's a total joke. We're going to break. Please don't forget, with all the stuff going on with immune systems, all the challenges that are happening right now, it is essential and key for all of us to boost our natural defenses. I do that with Lung Cleanse, DNA Force, Survival Shield, Nascent Iodine, X2, Colloidal Silver, Silver Bullet, InfoWarsLife.com. Super male vitality, super female vitality, all of it cutting edge. You've heard the reviews. Or 888-253-3139 to call as well. InfoWarsLife.com or InfoWarsStore.com. They'll get you to the main site. 10% off. Promo code WATER on water filters. 5% off with promo code NOW on all the supplements.
The government's Department of Homeland Security is buying up loads of ammo. At the same time, they're restricting civilians' rights to own and purchase firearms. Can you put 2 and 2 together? Infidel Body Armor can stop every round, including hollow points and .308 sniper rounds, is reasonably priced and fully legal. But for how long? Go to InfidelBodyArmor.com, spelled INFIDEL bodyarmor.com. Infidel Body Armor. Just won't quit.
After consulting top doctors, nutritionists, pharmacists, and others, we have developed what I believe is the ultimate non-GMO organic super male vitality formula. Super Male Vitality by InfoWars Life is so powerful that I only take half the recommended dose.
I jump out of bed ready to fight these criminals every day. I look forward to waking up and taking my Super Male Vitality.
Visit InfoWarsLife.com today to secure your Super Male Vitality and other powerful products from InfoWars Life.